Hello peeps and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. Alright, so I have some explaining to do. I did my live stream, which you guys have seen by now, because this is episode 13. I'm going to upload the live stream in between episode 12 and episode 13. But, for those of you who don't feel like watching a 2-hour live stream, I'm going to do a quick recap. I went to the last dimension, which is over here, and it got wrecked. Like, wrecked isn't even a good word for it anymore. It's bad. See if I can even swim out here so I can show you. Yeah, it's bad. We got this beautiful piece of artwork from something, a chance cube going off. And I have a gigantic sphere of... Why is it firing snowballs? There's a snow golem firing snowballs at something. I'm not even sure what. They're firing them at each other. Okay, I didn't even see that. We have some gelochrothium here, but you might notice there's a bunch of explosions around here. Squiddy froze to death, oh no! But yeah, you might notice the explosions. That's because there was a wither. There were actually two withers. One of them was in the last dimension, and one of them was in the Aether. After I continued opening the chance cubes in the Aether because I couldn't fight the wither that had spawned in the last dimension. I saved the last villager, by the way. We'll get to the new fluid cows in a minute. But that meant that I had two withers floating around, so I made myself a crossbow. This crossbow is a lumium crossbow limb, fiery bowstring, obsidian tough binding, and enderium body. The bolts are enderium rods, feather fletchings with refined glowstone as the tip. And I went to go fight the wither. And I one-shotted it. Twice. So I have 2 nether stars now. Additionally, I went ahead and did the activation ritual for the sigils, the division sigils. And where are they? Organization is still a major problem. Oh, there they are. I have 13 of them. And 49 cursed earth sitting in here. So I've completed another quest. We'll go ahead and open that probably here if I haven't already done it. I also have an absolute crap ton of emeralds because all of the loot bags that this thing has been spawning has been giving me artifacts. And sometimes the artifact turns into emeralds if you drop it. And I found an item that had 10 uses, or 10 of the individual item, I think it was like a throwing dart or something, where each one, when you dropped it, turned into 17 emeralds. So, yeah, I also got a shitload of fishing rods. And I got my new favorite thing, the Creeper Neon Zoo from Reliquary. As long as this thing is in my inventory, creepers can't see me. I can walk right up to a creeper and it will not blow up. Have not yet tested it with a John Cena, so I don't know if it works with John Cena, but... And then while I wasn't watching at some point... Oh, hey, we pooped an emerald. Thank you. Just what I needed. We have new fluid cows. Bacterial sludge which I have no clue what that's useful for. Liquid nitrogen, which as far as I can tell is useful for nothing. And Zephyrian Erothium, which is extremely useful for certain things. And I have yet more chance cubes and shit that I've been accumulating because the loot bags drop them. And I've got a bunch more blacker lotuses. We're going to need those very shortly. We're also going to need this lapis. Alright, so I want to make my way towards better generation of certain things. Oh, and I also got an Infinity Booster card for when I get AE2 up and going. I want to have better generation of certain resources. Specifically, I want to get a good way to generate diamonds and probably wither skeleton skulls. This requires magical crops. Because if you want to get the wither skeleton skulls, there are no wither seeds from Agricraft. You have to do it through magical crops. And it requires skeleton seeds, wither skeleton skulls, and Temperio essence. Now, Temperio essence is a bitch. Temperio essence is what you get if you craft 4 Zavicchio with a Master Infusion Stone. Master Infusion Stone, by the way, still requires an Extreme Fusion Stone with a whole bunch of crap around it. And this requires a Strong Infusion Stone with a whole bunch of crap around it. And regular and weak, and you guys get the idea. So, we're looking at a lot of infusions in order to be able to do this. But it also all comes down to Manicchio's seeds, which comes down to Botania. And right now, I do not have reliable generation for Botania. We're going to fix that. Now, how are we going to fix that? Botania power generation requires you to use dayblooms, nightshades, or hydrangeas. Or you can get into some higher Botania stuff. I think you can get into some magical crop stuff for it. I think some of them require magical crops. I haven't looked too much into that. But my favorite is the Endoflame. The Endoflame requires pixie dust, which means I have to open the portal to Alfheim. In order to open the portal to Alfheim, I have to have Terrasteel. So that's what we're going to do this episode. We are going to get the portal to Alfheim open so that I can begin Terrasteel. Now, strike that, reverse it. We're going to make Terrasteel so that I can get the portal to Alfheim open. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need is we're going to need some living rock. Which I may still have some around here, but if not, I'll just have to craft some. 6, which is not quite enough, so I'll have to get some stone. And I'm not sure if you can hear it running down there. You probably can, but I do currently have my cobblestone generator running. I probably should shut that off, though, because we're just about out of power. So let's shut that off and let my power reserves recover. I'm up to a quintuple compressed. So we're getting some good work out of that. I'll probably want to craft like a bunch more of those at some point here. Alright, so we're going to need some stone. I'll grab it out of here. I'm also going to have to refill that thing pretty damn soon. 16 is good enough for now. And let's move this pure daisy. Let's move that over to here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need another mana pool. I'm also going to need some living wood. Don't know if I have any of that left or not. So I might need to break out my other pure daisy and make some more living wood. Can I leave it in here? Yes. And we're going to need some more mana spreaders. Which I left in one of these chests. There we go. What we're going to do is we're going to put a mana pool up here where we're going to connect a bunch of mana spreaders, all pointing at that mana pool. Let's double check my lighting, because I've been breaking up some torches here. We'll do that. Do I have my magnet on? No? Huh. Anyway, I'm gonna need some petals for this, so we'll just grab some of the orange petals I've got. And there's one. We'll attach that on. It should not fire anywhere because it has nowhere to fire. But if I get my wand, make sure it's in bind mode, bind it to that, now it should fire and transfer mana from that mana pool to this one. I keep hitting escape when I'm trying to do this. That should be plenty for right now. And then we'll bind this one. Onto there. So now, we have these mana pools as storage, and then we have this as a functional mana pool. In order to actually create the Terrasteel, we have to have, where is it? It's Terrasteel agglomeration plate, which requires a bunch of runes, one of them being the rune of mana, which I haven't created yet. 5 mana steel and a mana pearl. So, we are going to need one more mana spreader. Damn, not quite fast, or not quite slow enough. This mana spreader we're going to put on here. We're going to put the altar right in front of it. We'll need a mana pearl. And we'll need some mana steel. And I'm just going to create the mana steel off of this pool. That's going to start the process. Right-click our stone onto there. We'll wait for this to complete. Change this back into function mode. And I'm actually going to help this pool out a little bit by giving it some blacker lotuses. There we go. There's our Rune of Mana. And the Rune of Mana, when combined with the other 4 runes that I have, once I find them, and a block of Mana Steel, and 3 Lapis blocks. We're going to need a few more than 3. And actually we're going to need the Mana Steel, so I need to get a block of steel, or a block of iron. We drop the block of iron in. We get a block of Mana Steel. Block of Mana Steel, Lapis, Mana Rune, water, earth, fire, air. Water, earth, fire, air. Gets us the Terrasteel agglomeration plates. Now, with the Terrasteel agglomeration plate, where's my Lexica Botania? And it's Basics and Mechanics, Terrasteel. Terrasteel agglomeration plates. Creating the plate, and then you have to do this. And as you can see, it is 5 living rock, 4 blocks of lapis, and the Terrasteel agglomeration plate. So, we need to set this up somewhere. I'm going to set it up right over here. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we put the plate on top of it. Now, we need a way to get mana to that fast. Like, stupid fast. We could put a mana spreader and point it at it, but that's slow. 1 piece of Terrasteel takes half a mana pool. It takes a long time for a mana spreader to transmit that much mana, so we need faster transmission. Time for sparks. A spark is 2 of any petal, 2 blaze powder, and a gold nugget. So, we've got plenty of petals. Not a problem there. We're going to grab 4 of the light blues. We need a gold nugget, which I don't think I have any left offhand. So we'll just grab some gold here and turn it into gold nuggets. Actually, nope, that's an electrum nugget. Okay. Gold nuggets, petals, and then we need some blaze powder. Blaze powder is still kind of a rarity for me because I haven't set up my automated sifting yet. So, we'll go ahead and put a spark over that mana pool, and then we'll put one on top of the Terrasteel agglomeration plate. And then we can see here that these sparks can communicate with each other. In order to start the process of creating Terrasteel, we need 3 items. We need a mana pearl, a piece of mana steel, and a mana diamond. There's the mana diamond, there's the mana pearl, there's the mana steel. You toss all 3 of those items onto here, and that starts the process. Back away, watch it pull an absolute crap ton of mana out of this pool. You can actually see the mana pool draining. These mana pools are completely drained now. This one's at half capacity. And bam, we have Terrasteel. I'm surprised that didn't complete a quest. Let's see, in Gamma, I've completed Cursed Earth, so we'll go ahead and claim that reward. And we completed Activated Division Sigil, so we'll claim that one. Let's go ahead and open our reward bags for 2 diamond apples. Holy crap! And a rotten heart. Piss off. I just noticed that. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, we have 1 piece of Terrasteel. What are we going to do with that? Well, we need to create the portal to Alfheim. And the portal to Alfheim requires a couple of components. First, it requires an Elven Gateway Core. The Elven Gateway Core is living wood with Terrasteel. Terrasteel nuggets, not ingots. So, there's our Elven Gateway Core. Let's go ahead and get some more living wood going, because we're going to need it. We're going to need 3 glimmering living wood. Glimmering living wood is just living wood with glowstone. Easy peasy. Once I figure out what the hell I've done with my glowstone. There it is. So, 3 of these. One, two, 3 for 3. Okay, good. We're also going to need 2 of the Natura pylons. Natura pylons are 3 Terrasteel nuggets and an Eye of Ender with a mana pylon. Mana pylons are 2 gold, 2 mana steel, and a mana diamond. So, we're going to need 4 mana steel, 2 mana diamonds, and 4 gold. Put these diamond apples away. Okay, we'll come back into here. Well, I've completed a quest, but I'm doing it out of order, I guess. It wants me to make 32 mana steel ingots. Well, we can do that. It's not like mana is a problem at the moment, really, because of all of the blacker lotuses I have. Oh, I gotta make the hydrangea? Damn it. What's the hydrangeas take? Two blue, 2 cyan, and a mana powder. There's the blue. There's the cyan. We'll grab some crop sticks. And some bone meal. We'll just get this out of the way real quick. I haven't upgraded these yet, so... So we're going to need a total of 8 of each of these. Alright, and we're going to need 8 mana powder. Let's use the light blue. I need to find my pestle and mortar. I can never find anything. Did I leave it in here? Yeah, I left it in here. Figures. The one place that it would make sense is the one place that I don't look. I can put you away. And we can put you away. Actually, I only needed 4 of this, right? It's okay, though. Pretty sure I even already had some in here. I did. I had 16. Oh well. Need a bucket. Come on, I've got buckets all over the place. Thank you. And I'm also going to need some seeds. I'll need 4 seeds total. We'll just grab some of my mystical whites. Alright, and I'm not actually going to use these things because the hydrangea is a passive flower too. Okay, 2 more good reward bags. Gets crap reward and viaducts. Didn't I already get viaducts? I could have sworn I had viaducts sitting around here somewhere. Maybe not. Can't remember. Don't care. Let's clean the inventory up just a little. We won't need the lapis or that. We will need the Terrasteel. Let's go ahead and do you. Get the Natura pylons. I should already have Eyes of Ender somewhere. I do. So 2 Eyes of Ender, Terrasteel, and these mana pylons that I just made becomes Natura pylons. We're also going to need 2 more mana pools. Alright. Now, the setup for the portal to Alfheim, which I am going to do over with the rest of my portals. Although this one doesn't actually lead you anywhere, so I guess I really don't have to. But it starts with the Elven Gateway Core. To the side of that is Living Wood. Now, I always do Living Wood here too, but you don't need it there. And then this goes up 1. Then you use Glimmering Living Wood as your next block. And then regular Living Wood as the next one after that. Glimmering Living Wood at the top. And that is your basic setup for the portal to Alfheim. It doesn't look right to me for whatever reason. Nope, it's right. Alright, so we will anchor the portal. I'm going to anchor this right here. And then we'll just have to put the We'll need to put the mana pools one closer. Or no, one further away. Because everything that we're doing is one further away now. And then we put the Natura pylons on top of that. We can unvisualize this. Now we just need to get some mana in here. We're going to throw 3 blacker lotuses in each one. Doesn't like that. Oh wait, the mana pool has to have at least a little bit of mana in it before you can put the before you can use the blacker lotuses. So I got to go get my mana tablet and give it just a little bit of a jump start. So I don't think you can use a black lotus either. I think you have to have at least some mana in there. There it is. Okay, so using my Rod of the Lands, we're going to change these mana pools into accepting from. Don't even need to, they're already accepting from. Drop that in there, let it soak up some mana. Same thing over here. Now we can drop blacker lotuses in. I think that's going to be enough. At least to get the portal open for a minute or two. Which is all I'm really going to need. Alright, so what can we do with the portal? Well, we can trade over mana steel, mana diamonds, and mana pearls. I really need to get a better source of diamonds, because I'm running low on diamonds. Very low on diamonds. I've got 16 of them, I think. I've got a mana diamond sitting there. Okay, I don't want to use all of my diamonds, so I'm going to put 8 of them away. We'll convert 8 of these into mana diamonds. And then I'll go ahead and take the other mana diamond I have in here. Alright, so that gets me a whole bunch of stuff here. And shift right clicking the Elven Gateway core with the wand should open, or is it just right click? No, what's wrong? Right click the core with the Wand of the Forest. Maybe I just don't have enough mana in the pool. So we'll start sucking some of this up. Let's change that so that my tablet is absorbing mana. And we'll go ahead and drop our... I already threw the blacker lotus somewhere, didn't I? Drop that in there. Let's check all of my stuff for lotuses. I know I've got some black lotuses in here. Or I thought I had black lotuses in here. I do. We can also open my legendary loot bags. These have a chance of giving blackers. Yep, 5 more blacker lotuses. So we can toss these. Come over here and pick up my mana pool. I've completely drained my mana reserves. So let's go ahead and toss the mana tablet in. Toss the mana tablet in and back off a little bit. We'll let that absorb some of the mana. In the meantime, we're going to toss the other blacker lotus in there. Okay, that's damn near a full pool. Mana tablet's empty. Why is it not working? Got the Natura pylons. Let's go get my axe. Or an axe of some sort. Matic will work. We'll break up the gateway core. And then we will go back to the portal to Alfheim. We'll visualize it, and then we'll anchor it here. Crap baskets. Okay, that's why it's not working. So we gotta move it 2 closer now. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Okay. Elven Gateway Core. Living Wood. Glimmering Living Wood. More Living Wood. Another piece of Glimmering there. Another piece of Living Wood. Don't need this one. And now, in theory, if I right-click this, it should work. Please work. Aha! We have the portal to Alfheim, through which I can first of all toss my Elixir Botania, so it'll fill in all of the knowledge that I need for Alfheim. Then we can toss our mana diamonds through to get some dragon stones. We can toss our mana pearls through to get this pixie dust. And we can toss a stack of mana steel through in order to get half a stack of elementium. Now I forget how to shut this down. Possibly you shut it down just by draining all the mana. So, we're going to do that. I'm going to toss my mana tablet in there. I'm going to drain all the mana out. And then once one of these pools goes empty, the portal should shut down. Oh, hi Kismet. Hi pretty kitty. Is this thing full? This thing is completely full. Her? Hi. Okay, let's go ahead and drain some mana out of that so that I can finish draining that mana pool. Because right now, keeping this portal open is doing nothing but wasting mana. I have no need for it to be open at the moment. There we go. Portal is shut, mana drain is aborted. We'll go ahead and dump this back into my primary reserve, and if we take a look at the Lex Botania now, we have the Elvengard edition. Dreamwood, Elementium, Pixie Dust, Dragonstone. Damn, I didn't get any Dreamwood. Oh well. I can always reopen the portal. Let's see. Yeah, you can toss in Nether Quartz for Elven Quartz. Toss in regular glass, or Mana Glass for Alph Glass. Blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Then there's the Ritual of Gaia, which at some point we're going to want to do, but definitely not anytime soonish. Now, one thing that I do want to do is I want to make my first Manikyo seed, which, if I remember right, is just drop a regular seed into a mana pool. Look how much mana that consumed. Holy crap. But, oh hey, I got a quest for that. Basic reward bag. More of these frickin' viaduct, whatever it is. Where'd I put them? Thought I put them in here. I did put them in here. Okay, anyway. That, I think, is going to be it for this episode. So, thank you guys for watching. Next episode, I'm not quite sure what route I want to go, but I think I want to get some magical crops going and start working my way up the magical crops tiers. So, hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, and I'll catch you later, peeps.